Jeff, I'm going to go over a video here with you, and I send this to your computer as well as your home phone, your cell phone, I'm sorry, and you'll have it, the cell phone can travel with you when you're out there hitting balls. You'll be able to remember some of this stuff. So a few things we look at from the side here. Now the grip's a big issue. We did a lot of work on the grip. We made the left hand what we call, let me get a little close up on that. We made the left hand what I call a little stronger. And eventually, this was day one, we made the right hand a little bit weaker. That is, by yesterday, you had it more on top, but you can see right here, it's turned pretty far to the right, that right hand. And that's going to be an issue for you as you go. So you want to get your hands comfortable, but with the way we're going about it now, with this more inside hit that you have, that right hand will turn out to be a hook unless you hold on and block, and we're going to talk about that in a minute. So, keep working on the grip. What I like to do with the grip is you take the golf club in your office or your home or something, someplace that you pass by quite a bit, and just put your hands on it several times a day. Hold it, pick it up, waggle it, and within a week or two, it'll always feel like your hands have been there. And the interlock is better for you with the shorter fingers. The interlock is definitely the best of the options, and 10 fingers an option too. 10-finger interlock or overlap are not important, but the position of them is. So one thing you can learn about golf is that the hands always control the club face. No matter what no matter what's going on in the swing. It's a close-up of Rory's. You see that the V that I'm going to talk about right here, formed between the index and the thumb, is pretty much pointed up to his nose there. Right there. See, yours is turned pretty far to the right. Now you did change that yesterday, and that's why we have more control over the golf ball too. So that's one thing. All right. So as you go back here now, one of the things we're working on is a turn, and you're doing much better with that. The club getting around you. I wouldn't worry about setting your wrist. It's just not going to be an issue for you. You have a late set, what we call a late set of the wrist. But there's nice weight transfer. You've got your weight on the right side. You've got your head behind the ball. And you've got the club in a pretty square to closed position. Now this position here is related to that right hand grip. It's closed because the right hand grip is too strong in this photo. Too strong, especially for the type of swing that we have you on now. See, his face is hanging a little more down. Yours is looking a little bit more at the sky. So it's in a draw / hook position at the top. So we're going to watch that for you as we go. Now, as you come down, one of the things I want you to do is feel like you can stay behind the ball. Don't let your body run too far in front of the ball. You're going to see Rory here. He's got a tilt to his body here that runs like that a little bit, and he sort of keeps that tilt as he comes down, and he keeps his head behind it. It looks like that. Keeps the shoulders closed for a good long while in the downswing, keeps the head behind it, and then just plows through it. Okay, so you had been running ahead of it a little bit, and you also had some progress in this area too. So you're not running ahead of it as much anymore. This was even after day one, where you started getting your body, your head was running this way a little bit. So that's good. Now here's the next critical issue for you. That's what I call a hold-on block release. This developed because of that strong right-hand grip you had. See what your hands look like there? See his? They've rolled completely over. You don't see any glove there. Full extension to his arms. And your left arm is retracting there, bending. And your hands are not rolling over. You can still see the left glove. So when you come through the impact, it looks like that. When he comes through the impact, or right after the impact, you're going to see the effect here. So there's the impact. You see the glove? And there's the rollover, then the extension that we want. See how extended the arms are? And these rolled over to the glove. See the arm blocking a little bit, and you can see the left hand holding on. So you'll get used to this action once you get comfortable with the grip. That's called a release. You can see it from the other position too. Okay, so that's what we're working on. Release, staying behind it, and neutralizing your right hand grip. From this position, shoulders closed, chin up is really critical to allow you to make your turn. Club goes back pretty far inside, and you want to try to not lean into the ball. Okay, you don't want to feel like you're going forward. That's where some of those heel hits and shanks can come from, when you lean in this way. So try to keep that posture leaning back a little bit. Pretty good transition there, not bad at all. Club is on a pretty good angle. We're trying to get it back to this original line here. And here's where you're pulling up a little bit, because you have an early release, but we're not going to worry about that. That's never going to change. Most important thing you can do, and we're going to work on some over the next day or so, is to get your hips getting through this ball a little bit. You want to make sure that your hips are coming through the golf ball. That's one of the keys to being fairly consistent at golf. You'll see all these great players. See the rotation, they see the backside, and as they come down, they really rotate hard through the golf ball. That's key. So you don't want to stand up and slide the body or not move the lower body. Once you get that grip and you start to learn to get this club from the inside, see your elbow doesn't, that's that bend you were doing. You can see Tiger's folds just like this. So you don't want to get it straight out like that too much. But you had a lot of progress in not getting what we call over the top. So if I get here and then I draw a cone, one line is through, this line was through the club, the next line is through the right shoulder or the turn shoulder. And as you come down here, you want to try to keep it between the two. And that's pretty damn good right there. So you learn to hit better from the inside. You learn to get a better posture with your shoulders. You learn to hit from the inside, and this release with the hands, once the right hand becomes comfortable and neutral, you'll be able to do it. See, you can see the hold on right there. You can see the grip not rolling over. As he comes through here, you'll see this rollover happening. There's the rollover and the turn through. So once you get all that put together, now you know I don't advocate that anyone swings like any particular model, but these are just flaws in an amateur's golf swing that we don't see in the professionals, and they're all positions that we can learn from. Okay, it's been a pleasure working with you. I'll probably do another video over the weekend.